So hello Virgo and welcome back to Divine Rebel. My name is Racy and I'm going to be doing the reading for you today. This is for May 2019. It is a general reading, so it may or may not resonate with you. Always remember energies are fluid, gender's fluid, roles can be reversed, so take it how it makes sense and resonates with you. My personal disclaimer is I do use profanity and talk about adult things on the channel, so if you have children around or just don't appreciate that kind of language, respectfully, you can click off now. All right, so here we go. May 2019 Virgos. May 2019 for our Virgos. What is going on for our Virgos this month? We want like this. Start. You are stepping into your power. One more card. All right. Virgo. Top of the deck. Feeling like you might be doing all this shit by yourself. All right. Feeling kind of left out in the cold, but the underlying energy here is the Two of Cups. And so you're coming to this union within the self throughout the month. Okay. You might be feeling alone, but that's because you're healing how to manifest happiness from within yourself. Okay. All right. Start off with the Temperance card. Okay. So you could be dealing with a Sag, but the Temperance card is about taking elements that seemingly have no real value and putting them together in such a way that they have a lot of value. All right, you're releasing energies of feeling confused with the Seven of Cups in reverse. This is you calling shots, really, because we have the Emperor with the Eight of Swords, and this kind of fell out sideways. And so I feel like this is definitely you standing in your own power, Virgo, and getting out of your head a bit, starting to listen to your higher wisdom a little bit more, trusting your gut a little bit more. I think if you owed somebody like an apology, or if you're looking forward to reconnecting with somebody, or kind of rekindling the kind of fun and playful energy, is kind of what I'm thinking when I see this. I'm also getting this kind of almost like wanting to go out and drink with someone, like it's been a while maybe since the two of you went out and had a good drink and got a little shitty together. You know what I mean? Like that kind of energy. I think you're kind of letting yourself loose. I'm going to put it that way. I think you're kind of coming into balance. I think you're not confused anymore. If you were in a state of confusion, I think you've completely let that go. And I think you're being assertive as far as getting out of your own head, right? You're making it a point to get out of your own head and have some fun is what I'm getting with the page, right? And have some fun. Now, what's going on below the surface? Okay, because this is what you're coming off as. All right, you're coming off like you're letting things go, you're having a good time, you're putting yourself out there, right? You're not confused anymore. You know what is in your highest good, okay? You know what's in your highest good. The underlying issue is we do have this King of Cups energy, which, could be a water sign, but is someone who keeps their emotions to themselves. Their emotions run deep, but they tend to keep them to themselves. They don't, express it with an overflood of tears when they get emotional. They start talking about their heart space. They talk about emotions almost in a very pragmatic way. And I think that with that person, whoever that is, Virgo, I think they're having a little bit of a hard time with someone who is typically very emotional, kind of turning their back on them, and it's causing them to be upset. All right, this month of May, I feel like someone's upset because they're emotional, you're emotional, and I feel like maybe this person who is trying to get out of their headspace, right, and maybe start over on the right foot is kind of what I'm feeling. Like somebody wants to start over on the right foot and they're coming off maybe with a small, like a small kind of lighthearted offer, because I feel like this person is truly vulnerable. And they don't want to be hurt. You know what I mean? And I take this how it lands, because I'm definitely getting like there's multiple energies here, like at least 4 different people potentially. So, you know, there's a lot that's stabilizing and tempering, right? Working itself out. We got a lot of different ingredients here, and they really do kind of have to be mixed in just the right way so that it could be of value, because nobody wants to feel like they've been abandoned at the end of the day. You know, learning how to find and create happiness within the self is the whole point. You know, so there's this energy of shifting, energy of tweaking, you know, an energy of how assertiveness, how taking action and making assertive choices in your highest good really does start to clear the fog away, clear the confusion away when you're assertive and you're taking actions to get yourself out of a mentally binding kind of situation. You know, I feel like someone, you know, if you've moved on from, you know, like an emperor energy, who had you stuck in your head, and you've released yourself from that and you're having more fun, I think that they might be genuinely afraid that you've turned your back on them for good. You know, if that resonates with you, Virgo, if you've turned your back on someone who was very controlling or dominating, I feel like a part of them feels like they might have lost you for good, and they might want to have like a lighthearted kind of conversation. But I guess that's kind of up in the air, right? You know, because they're thinking about it, they're feeling about it, but they're not actually doing anything about it. And I think, I feel like honestly, I feel like that energy is really fucking separate. I think you might be excited about something new. And then there's somebody else kind of coming back up, like from the background, that wasn't very emotionally open, who's kind of worried that you might not take them back, or, you know, there's this weird kind of background energy. I don't know who that is. You might be getting over this person, or they could be coming from like way past. But yeah, I feel like you don't necessarily want anything to do with that. I think you could feel that person's energy, like that person's anxiety. You might even feel them like telepathically. Sometimes they pop into your mind and makes you wonder, like if they're okay, because you can sense their energy, you can sense their internal battles. Like there's a real connection there. But you're in this kind of energy where you're letting go, feeling confused, you're doing your thing and you're moving forward. You know, you're in this lighthearted, let's go out, let's have fun, let's live. You know, we only get to live this lifetime once kind of energy. Not being held back by other people's crap. Like that's their tower moment, not yours. You know what I mean? It's like their rude awakening, like you've moved on, or, you know, there's this energy of you're on your divine path and somebody else is like, holy fuck, my life is falling apart because you just out. You know what I mean? That's the energy. Someone moved on and was like, the heck with this, and someone was like, oh fuck, it's gone now, fuck. You know what I mean? It's that kind of energy. So someone's pissed or upset that you're gone, and they didn't necessarily get the result that they wanted, you know. Like if they were the kind of person that was playing head games and they were controlling, and you cut that shit the fuck out and reclaimed your power, reclaimed your independence, and said fuck your lies and deceptive bullshit, you're caught, motherfucker. You know what I mean? They're like, damn, that ending stung. And they're like, let's reinvent myself, see if I can come back. And it's like, nah, bitch. Nah. Nope. You done built too many fucking walls. People had to make choices and shit, you know? Time to face the music. So Virgo, Chakra Insight Oracle. What is the universe focused on in your healing for May? forgive that person and move on. 10:01 on the clock. It's all about new beginnings. It's all about the closed cycle. You know, this is about compassion, letting go, healing, growth. You know, let people go. Let the universe, like when you clear those energies out of your life and they're no longer a part of your consciousness and your mind, the universe brings in a rainbow. It does. I don't know how well you could see it on the camera, but yeah, it's like you've made a wish to free yourself of this stormy period in your life, and that's what you got. And if they don't like it, oh well, because you know they had their fucking shot and they didn't take it. So that's life. Some choices you don't get to change. That's it. You know, so they'll deal with that. They'll deal with that. You know, you forgive them, release it, let it go. You move on with your life if you want to move on with your life. You know, their lessons are their own. This is heart chakra healing. Don't hold on to the pain. Don't project that pain onto somebody else. And, you know, because they remind you or whatever, you know, you let it go. So if you guys want more information about any of the zodiacs that I do, you know, throughout the week, I do a lot of stuff on Facebook and my Zodiacs Extended. So you can reach out to me there. If you'd like a week by week kind of breakdown of how this continues to unfold. All right, so until next time, guys, love and light. Take care.